Here's again, guys. Thanks for welcome very much for turning up. I know my videos are far in between, and I bought myself a new camcorder, so I thought I could film in HD. But because of the length of this video, I'm not going to be able to do this one in HD. It's going to take too long in the upload, so I'm just going to stick standard videos. And then once we've done the tours, I'll probably try and split this into two videos. I'll try and sort out HD from then on in my new collection room. And because it's my new collection room, I wanted to finally show you my collection. Some things won't be shown, like my DVDs, which are all in there. They're now packed away and put in there, and I don't use them much really. Bit like you guys, you probably know why. Don't bother with Blu-rays much now. Sorry, DVDs. God, I'm rusty. I'm a bit like Arnie in Terminator 5. They're getting old. Right, okay, and obviously I've sold off quite a lot of steelbooks and Blu-rays because I just looked at them and I thought, kind of a bit naff, a bit rubbish. It's time to get rid of films that I'm not going to watch again, so I sold them off, gave them away, or just threw them away. So this is what's left. This is the films that I want to keep, and I've separated them into three sections. There's my Amarais, that one's my steelbooks, and that one is my box sets. So three sections, three times the fun. Okay, so let's try and start then. Well, I haven't got this one going on too long, hopefully not too long. What I have noticed on my camcorder, I haven't got a running time, which is really annoying, so I'm going to have to try and guess and do this how I should. But I'm not just going to pick out names and go, I've got this, or like some videos I've seen. I think, fucking hell, why are you doing that? It's so boring. I'll try and pick out some movies where so you can still see the binders of films that are still pretty good. This is a really good underrated film called A Lonely Place to Die. It's been out a while. It's Melissa George. Really good film. They're stuck in the Scotland Highlands, and all of a sudden these two killers are out to shoot them all down because they found a girl trapped underneath as a hostage in an underground bunker, and obviously they want the girl back, but they're also witnesses, so they're going to take them out. Really good film. It was out about 3 or 4 years ago now. Melissa George used to do really good movies. Really enjoyed her. Perfect Getaway. That one has probably one of the better twists I've ever seen in a film. It's Milla Jovovich, who I'm a big fan of in movies, and it's also got Timothy Olyphant as well. And if you believe it, there he is, Chris Hemsworth. First time I ever saw him in a movie, he had a part in this, and he was a proper horrible bastard, but not a big role for him. But this is a great film. A couple go on a honeymoon, pick up a couple of hitchers, but they turn out not to be who they think they are, or do they? Well, I'll wait and see. Other films that I've got in my collection which aren't too bad, fun and so forth. I mean, I haven't got all the American Pie films, but I have got the American Reunion. I find that hilarious. It's just such a funny film. A bit more grown-up humour because they're a bit older, so it's more for me. Really enjoyed that one. Got that for a couple of quid just a few weeks ago. Surprised I never had it. Two films that I really love. Well, maybe not so much The Da Vinci Code, but the Angels and Demons film by Tom Hanks. One of my all-time best. It's probably my all-time top 20 best films. Shot in Rome. Absolutely love this film to death. It's a fantastic film. It's been out a long time. And I am looking forward to the fourth book, even though it's going to be the third film, because they're skipping the signal or the sign, or the lost symbol, sorry, and they're going to Inferno. So we're going to see Professor Langdon, Tom Hanks, in these third films set in Florida. I already read the book, so I can't wait to see the movie. But this Angels and Demons one, fantastic sort of mystery, trying to catch the killer of the popes just in time. Really done, really well. What else have we got? If we go along, obviously there's some foreign films among there as well. There's Blood Diamond. That was a very good film. Brothers Grimm wasn't bad. It is just about hanging in there. I almost actually chucked that one away. I wasn't too sure about it. Contagion was another one as well. Constantine, very good Keanu Reeves films. I mean, despite Keanu Reeves being shit, he does pick some good films, doesn't he, of late? I mean, John Wick, very good film. Speed, he was awful in it, but that was a good fun film. And obviously the Matrix films as well. And Constantine, another one of these Fantastic angels and demon style movies, really good stuff. Coyote Ugly, totally cheesy film, but I absolutely love it to death, can't help it, sorry. Got the crazies there, Cuban. Oh, this is really hurting my hand because this is quite high up this shelf and I'm having to hold my hand up and it's suspended in animation, so if it seems a bit shaky and everything, I apologise now. Quite difficult. What else have we got? Dead Silence. This is a James Wan film. Absolutely scares the hell out of me. Mary Shaw is probably the creepiest looking villain in the dark. She makes herself look like a dead puppet, life size. She just looks so scary. I haven't got a picture to show you of her, but it's a great film by James Wan. So if you're a fan of the Insidious films and The Conjuring, you know what to expect from this film. And obviously he made the Saw films too. A couple of the Dead Snow films, absolutely fun, fantastic. Descent 1 and 2, not as keen on number 2, but number 1 was a real classic film. It was absolutely fantastic. I mean, how can you not love the claustrophobic descent down to the caves and what happens to the girls and stuff in it? Really dark film. They made a few others similar like it, but that was a one-off. That's fantastic. What have we got? Death Race, Jason Statham, Dread. Obviously, I didn't bother with the steelbook in the end of it, but the Dread. We all wish there was going to be a sequel to this because it was so good. This isn't the Stallone version. This is the Carl Urban version, and it was on a lower budget, but it was fantastic. More adult, really violent, great action. Really loved it to death. Good movie. One of my all-time best remake films is Dawn of the Dead. Remakes. How many films have been remade and are actually good? Very few, but I like this one. I actually prefer it than the original. Not bad at all. Dawn of the Dead, made all in the shopping mall. Sarah Polley in it, fantastic film. What else have we got? Entrapment, Event Horizon, one of the best space horror films that I've ever made, and can you believe this is directed by Paul Anderson, the shocker, the guy who basically every film he makes since then is just poor or average, but this film is absolutely a masterpiece. It's absolutely fantastic. So that's the Event Horizon. There's a few others up on the first shelf. I hope this video ain't gone on too long already because my arm's killing me. Oh, right, what else have we got? House of Fly, Forbidden King, there's a couple of martial art films in there. Fred Claus From Hell, it's one of my better Johnny Depp films. This is the Jack the Ripper film. Even though it's shot in Prague, there's a few sets from of London, of Whitechapel in it, but it does look like London. It resembles it with the CGI. Good film, could have been a bit better, but still overall one of the best Jack the Ripper films that I've witnessed. Still liked it not to go through the royal route of the killer and rather have gone it a more insane way, but I'm sure being Jack the Ripper in days to come there'll be another one of these type of movies come out. Fright Night, the remake, again another one that I actually didn't mind, not as good as the original, but I didn't mind it as a remake. I actually found this good fun, enjoyable, great stuff. Big fan of Jason Segel with Dude I Love You Man, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Fantastic film. It's got Mila Kunis that I saw for the very first time in a movie, and it's just got some funny gags, including the Muppets, Dracula, and it absolutely fantastic. This is great stuff. Oh, what else have we got? Grand Piano, Elijah Wood. I think I've really got time for Elijah Wood in movies. He seems to do more adult sort of style movies, and I've got 3 of them here since his Lord of the Rings days. Grand Piano was one of them. Fantastic. It sort of reminds me of Phone Booth, but a piano, and he's got to play the notes correctly, and there's a sniper who's shooting down at him if he does everything incorrectly while he's got this microphone on and people are watching. Great movie. What else have we got? That's still one of my best Halloween films apart from the original, H2O. That's why I've only owned the original and H2O. There's just too many Halloween films made. Simon Pegg films. Her, really underrated, great film with Joaquin Phoenix in it, about his love for this virtual reality operating system, voiced by Scarlett Johansson. You'll also see Olivia Wilde and Amy Adams in it as well. Great film, really enjoyed that. Cheesy, fun, sort of Halloween movie, Hocus Pocus, Bette Midler, great fun. Enjoyed that. Some more Jason Statham films here. Hush, Hostels. We've got to have the Hostels if you're into sort of horror movies, the Insidious movies as well. Obviously, good fun. Dude, I Love You, Man. Or is it just I Love You, Man? Is it? Where do I get Dude? It's just I Love You, Man. Right, what else we got? The Impossibles, Innkeepers, I Saw the Devil. One of the best ever Asian films, I Saw the Devil. This is a brilliant revenge horror film. It really shakes you to the bone, some of the scenes you see and what this evil guy can do in it, and his character, brilliantly done. You've got to hate him afterwards, but excellent. Labyrinth, one of the films that I'm surprised I still haven't got a steelbook for it, because they haven't really made one that I like in the UK. You have never brought a Labyrinth film out. This is one of my best childhood films, and it's still one of my best films to this day, and it's probably one of the films out of all my collection that I've watched more than anything else, and I still don't get bored of it even now. I love the David Bowie songs, I love the sets, the puppets. Jennifer Connelly's adorable in it, and it's a really good film. Really enjoyed that one. Letters from Juliet's more of a bird film, but for some reason I actually like it because I love this connection with Italy, and this one's shot in Verona and other places like that, because I've visited a lot of Italy. What else? Jeepers Creepers was one of the best suspense horror films for me. It's one of them films that you see what's going on, it happens behind you, but you're waiting for the actor to notice it, rather than one of these cheesy jump scare movies. I'm not really into jump scare movies, especially when there's false beheadings at the end of it. Jump After got that again because it's got an Italy connection with Rome in it as well, and it's not a bad film, to be honest. Kiss of the Dragon, the only Hollywood Jet Li film for me that I actually really enjoyed, even though it's actually shot in Paris. Fantastic action scenes. Bridget Fonda's brilliant in it as well, but it is the only one that I've enjoyed of Jet Li outside of Asia, unfortunately. Guillermo del Toro is my all-time best director, and along with Ridley Scott, and Mimic was one of his first more movies. This is the director's cut, so it's got more in it as well, and the green of the colour. Mira Sorvino, whatever happened to her, but yeah, great movie, Mimic. I actually love that, with giant cockroaches. What else we got? Moon. Who can't deny Sam Rockwell? You know, the guy just keeps popping up, and he's just brilliant performances in movies, whatever he does. This is a great movie. A twist halfway through that you can't guess, then a big twist at the end, and just really enjoyable film with clones and stuff like that. Brutal, totally brutal. Mother's Day, Rebecca De Mornay. I'm sure they did. This is a remake version, but this is as violent as nutty as they come. It's a brilliant film. It's got Jamie King in it, who's done quite a lot of horror films herself. But really recommend this if you want violence and a whole bunch of people being held hostage and seeing what happens to them just so they can get the money. Really good. Mortal Instruments, really disappointed they never ever made any more of these. This was meant to be the first one of, I think, 4 books. City of Bones, Glass and so forth were after this, but it never ever happened. It just didn't make the money. So unfortunately it's just the one. And because it's just the one, I'm quite inclined to get rid of it, because it leaves loads of things open for the second movie, and there's not going to be no second movie. The Mummy films, we all love the Mummy films, and looking forward to the remake version of this Mummy version. Hopefully little less humour, just as much fun though. Notting Hill, one of my best sort of romantic comedies. In fact, probably is my best, because I haven't got many of them. But I chose to have that one because I really enjoy that film. Open Windows, another Elijah Wood film. Good stuff. Outlander, Pandorum. Pandorum is the closest thing for me to Event Horizon in a different sort of way. Really enjoyed it. All set in a spaceship in the future. Ben Foster, very good in it as well. Creatures, what's going on. Dennis Quaid, completely... Oh, he's a great character, and I don't want to ruin it if you haven't seen the movie. It's been out a while. Really good film. What else have I got? Oh God, thank God I haven't got much longer to go. Might have to do this film in 3 parts. The steelbook one's going to have to be 1 part on its own. Poltergeist, the original, much better than the remake, by the way, by a long way. I mean, what the hell happened to the remake at the end? It just abruptly just stopped with a big bang, and that was the end of it. Really disappointing. Push, sort of good fun film. I've got all the Rec films there. I won't show you all of them. I think they're Spanish, are they? 1, 2 and 3 really enjoyed. Really disappointed with the 4th one though. Kind of ruins it for me because it's the 4th one. You want the 4th one to be at least on par with the others, if not better, and it was a real big disappointment. One of my best films. This is John Woo film, Red Cliff. Absolutely fantastic martial arts film. Brilliant stuff. Replacement Killers, one of my all-time best action Hollywood films. This is the extended version, although you can probably watch it without the extended, it's probably better. Mira Sorvino again in it. Chow Yun-fat. This is proper gun shooting, Rogan Totem. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, best Robin Hood film ever made for me. Kevin Costner. Big cast in it. Big Hollywood film made in '91, same year as Terminator 2. Brilliant. Absolutely love it to death. What else have we got that's fairly decent? Silent Hill there, Sinister is a great horror film. Solomon Kane, there's some more Texas Chainsaw ones. Oh dear, I know I make too many of them again, it kind of ruins it. The Tomb Raider films, I'm really waiting for them to do the reboot Tomb Raider film. I didn't mind the Lara Croft ones as it was. I found them actually good fun, good laugh as well. Underworld films, there's a couple of them there, a couple of the steelbooks are in the other cabinet as well, so I've got all 4 of them. Some good, some not so good. Urban Legend was a good fun sort of film around the same sort of time as Scream and the Wishmaster came out. Van Helsing, you love it or you hate it, that type of movie. Stephen Sommers again. I got Waterworld, was a good film, sort of Mad Max on water, way back. Again, Sam Rockwell stars in that. And yeah, that's my little bits of Bob's drawer, which is quite fun. Dark Skies, The Awakening, let's see, Mama, that was, some of the, I don't really want to talk about some of these because they talk too much, or we talk. Trick or Treat though, another one that, for me, it's already a cult sort of horror film, 4 short horror stories into one, really enjoyable, great fun. Got to get it if you don't own it. UK haven't brought it out for some reason, so that I think it's the German version. Woman in Black, not Woman in Black 2, which is really poor. This is the original, the Kevin Ratcliffe one, Daniel Radcliffe one. Really good. I still don't know how it got away with the 12 rating, to be honest, because the content, even though no gore and no swearing, is not of a 12-year-old to go and watch it, because this is really scary. And it's constantly at you all the time because it's just him and the house and the woman in black. It's fantastic. Absolutely love that movie. So there you go. That's my Amore collection. Thankfully, I've got quite a bit more room to fill up left of the Amore version. If you're wondering what that thing is at the bottom, that's my head, life-size head of Darth Vader there. I know, it's kind of creepy, I just don't know where to put it, and I don't really want a head looking at me, because it looks like a severed head at the bottom there. And that obviously belongs to Darth Vader there, but if you took his mask off. But yeah, anyway, so that's that one. I'll do another video on my steelbooks in a minute. I'll do that separately, and I'll upload that. Probably a few. Oh, there's my foot. Oh, either that or it looks like a ghostly foot, doesn't it? Because it's going through the glass and it's like a spooky ghost. Look, I'm see-through. How spooky is that? There you go. That's how you make a ghost effect. So we'll do another video. I'll upload separately, which will be my steelbooks. And just in time, I can hear the postman outside with my post. So I'm going to go and answer the door, and I'm going to film this, even though I'm not going to upload it at the same time. I'll do this one separately. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching that one, my Amores. Let me know what you think of them all. if there was some you spotted in there that you didn't mention, some that you need, some bad ones that I own. Everyone owns some bad ones, what can you do, and so forth. But anyway, check out soon, shortly, my Steelbook collection video. Cheers guys!